Just got an additional free mower here. This one here is a Troy Bilt. Take it for a walk around. It's got a Honda Performance Easy Start 21-inch rear bag, side discharge. Got the bag, kind of nice. It's supposed to be a running and working mower. Looks like they bought it at Lowe's. And this one happens to be an 11A B29Q711. And supposedly it runs. We're going to see about that. What we know broke, what put it out of commission, is this handle is broken clean off. And it's about useless without it, because it is not self-propelled. So you have to push on this one. So let's make sure we got a viable engine before we even look at the handle. Always start with the basics. Fluid? Yes. Hopefully oil. Gas? Way at the bottom. Air cleaner. Need two hands to get it. Oh, it's brand new. Literally brand new. I'm going to start with some new gas and we'll go from there. I'm not real hopeful on this one because I got this as the same one, the Honda with the bad transmission. If you see my other video out there, this one was further back in the shed, so I wonder if this one died years ago and then the other one was the replacement for this, or I don't know which one died first, but this one could be hard to start. So it's got the kind of choke where you gotta set it, and then I don't know if this one creeps back. I've seen some of these where once you hit the handle it starts creeping back slowly and turns off choke. Let's just see if it'll go. Runs just fine. I don't know if that thing was going back or not, but it's running very slow, so either way I'll have to up the engine speed as we go here. But the good news is we got a good viable engine there, and now we can go further. So the handle, almost surely what happened to this is, being that that's a flathead screw that the manufacturer didn't put on there, most likely that screw came out, got lost, and they just kept using it. It was a little floppy, but they kept using it, and then you know, it just breaks. The other side you can see has a regular hex nut and, you know, a bolt that a manufacturer would use, not a flathead screw which you found in your garage. So that's probably the progression, and just typical stuff nobody does. It maintains, does the maintenance on it, and then suddenly it breaks in a way that they can't even repair the mower anymore. So possible welding job or possible new handle. Don't know where we're going to go with this one. The problem is the part that broke is this part, which may not be stupid expensive if it's still available. I'm going to just maybe look up the parts and see how much that would be. I think it probably just comes right out. If that's too much, maybe weld it, or if worst case possible scenario is, you know, I just put another piece of metal around this and weld it together, and you can't fold the handle down. That's all. Some people have to fold the handle down to store them, other ones don't. So you have options. Okay, I've looked up the lower handle half online. Cheap enough for me. I'm going to order a brand new one. Used, they were as much as a new one. Go figure. So I assume that bolt takes it out, and I'll get the hardware ready. Just get it ready to slip in when I get the part. Looks like this is the bolt that we want to get, and I think that just slides out because there can't be much holding it. It must go down into the pocket here. So, what is that, 7/16 maybe? Yep. And a job like this, whether it's worth it to you to put that money in or not, you could have it back working today, no parts required. If you wanted to weld that for the price, I just decided on this one, no. Another day, I might make the decision to just weld that. It's whatever you want to do. I'm not sure why that's spinning. Okay, what we'll do, get their nut out of the way. Would it be this size? There's the one. Come on. There's a little buggered up. There we go. If I can move that piece out of the way. They've got it so it's not holding the nut anymore. Let me get a pair of channel locks maybe. It's supposed to be a carriage bolt style, but the part that the carriage bolt came in is part of the stuff that snapped off. So I can't quite get the whole carriage bolt head. There we go. There, the piece that broke off just came out. I mean, you could weld that, but we're not going to. Not today. I'm just afraid that there's so much force on that little, the way they've got this thing crimped down so tight. I'm just afraid that it's going to snap here again, you know. Just that metal's all stressed out. It's kind of thin. I'll just leave this one loose. So we're ready to go back in when I get the part. Back out here with the Troy Bilt 21, and in that box, hopefully, we have one of those, which is a one piece instead of broken at the end. Let's check it and make sure it's the right part. Shouldn't be anything to put this on. See what we got here. Alright, holes drilled good there. Hole drilled there. And with this, same length, we win. Alright, let's start down below. Get this set to... There's a little nut right down there that I almost just put out of its position. That nut just slides out, so don't let that happen on you. Let's see. This has two ways. This way and this way, where the offset would be different. And it is the thin side. I'm going to call that the thin side. This offset towards the outside of the mower. That's the way the one on the other side is. And that's the way we're going to do this one. And actually that goes down in there quite a ways. Didn't realize that. I thought it just stopped at the pocket. It goes well past. And I'm trying to find the hole. There it is. Get it through the handle. And then it's got to go down to the nut. There it goes. Easy. I probably went a little hard on that. That's just plastic. I'll back that up just a little. It's got plenty of strength without it. Take you up here. As promised, I put a proper hex bolt there instead of a angled head. I have now a more proper flat area. This, as I said when I was removing it, is a carriage bolt that has a square area there. So you put the square area in that square area. And now let's see what hole were they using. That hole has a mark on it. That hole we will use. And they put these wing nuts to the outside, I assume to stay out of the way of the bag, because this one has the bagger, as you can see. Different size. Maybe half inch. Not reverse. And I'm going to hold that because we want this thing tight so we're not making that flex again like last time, which is probably how the thing started breaking. This one, of course, is for adjusting it. There we go. Now, the last thing on this mower. I remember the engine was running, when I say I remember, in your video it's seconds later, in real time it's a week something later to get that part. The engine was running fairly slow, so I want to see what I can do to speed up the engine. This one has the bagger, so you really want it to be able to throw the materials and do a good job if you're using it for leaf cleanup or grass cleanup. You want to be able to throw it in there. Otherwise it's not such a big deal to run it at a good speed. But this one has the bagger, so let's make it run the speed it should, not the speed it is. So whenever something isn't working right, and you believe it was at one time working right, you look for clues. And if you look, the end of that spring is open a little bit, whereas the other end is open much less. So somebody's been playing with this, the governor end, and I could see tool marks here, tool marks here. Probably all I got to do is bend that down a little bit. I'm going to do the bending of the springs back. I like to have those ends flat, just so it never could come out. You know, you run it against trees and sticks and brush, and you know, you just want those things, those ends flat. And then I'm probably just going to end up just bending this down a little bit, because it looks to me like if you get squared up with this, it looks to me like this whole thing has gotten turned like that. And again, it probably got caught on a branch or something and somebody just kept pushing, most likely. So I will adjust it by ear. It's not terribly critical on a push mower, but I do need it faster than it is. pressure in that grass bag. A lot more pressure so it won't clog. Okay, so we got the engine speed up where we wanted her. We got the new handle all put on, nice and firm. Lifts it nice and even. Don't have to worry about it breaking again, because now it's back to the way it should have been from the factory. Now I hereby declare this Troy Bilt 21 Wildwood certified. Thanks for watching.